Exception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tannehill on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Tannehill now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. Flush to his right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tannehill going to get this out quickly. It's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, it's Henry, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tannehill on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the... Case, this will be a first down. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. "35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end to make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now it's Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Tremble
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They go with McCaffrey.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some sparks.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Nick Westbrook-Ikhine.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to get a score back. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From his goal line here, Tannehill. Pass completed to Stephen Carlson.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's got some space here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
101 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Flushed out right. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That caught by Tremble.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bud Dupree.
And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD.